Hi, my name's Amelia Harrington, and I did my career profile today on social workers. One of the example organizations I found was St. Francis Community Services, and they're located in Salina, Kansas. Now, for career contact, I didn't know anyone in this career, so I just went to the good old World Wide Web to find my information. Now, the work environment I found for social workers can be in a variety of organizations, such as private practices, hospitals, schools, correctional facilities, military bases, and etc. So they typically work full time, and sometimes they work on the evenings, they work on the weekends and holidays to see their clients. Now, some of the stressors I found was that for a social worker, there can sometimes be understaffing and large caseloads. So those combined can cause work to be stressful. And another stressor could be the work schedule. Compiled with the workload, they may not be able to spend as much time at home with their family, so that can impact their family life. And another one that I found that could be a stressor would be the types of case that they deal with. Some of their cases can deal with high levels of conflict, which can cause a lot of stress for that person. Now, some benefits, though, of being a social worker I found was that there are a couple of federal programs that offer loan forgiveness, and social workers also benefit from a relatively strong career stability due to the steady rate of job growth. And so, also another benefit that you have is that you have a variety of options for workplaces. And so that could be great if you want to switch things up every now and then. Now, a couple of job tasks I found is that social workers typically look for people and communities who are in need of help. And they're responsible for assessing a client's needs and other factors of their environment, so that way they can properly set goals. Now, a social worker helps clients adjust to changes that occur in life. And they also respond to crisis situations such as mental health emergencies. Now, social workers are responsible for following up with their client to make sure that their situation is improved. And they also develop and evaluate programs to make sure that the client's needs are met. Now, social workers also need to be aware. They need to be aware of the resources available to the community so they can properly let people know what's available. And sometimes, though, the job tasks will actually vary with the different field of social work that you can do, since there are so many opportunities to work as a social worker in different areas. Now, for the educational requirements, the entry-level jobs require a bachelor's degree, which is the most common requirement. Although employers may hire someone with a bachelor's degree from a related field, such as psychology or sociology, there are some positions that highly prefer even require a master's degree. It just depends on what you're looking at. And there are licensure and certification requirements found in most states if you're a non-clinical social worker. Now, the starting salary range is about $20,000 to $39,000, also depending on what job you choose. And it was found in 2014 the median annual wage for social workers was about $45,000, or about $22.07 an hour. Now, the lowest end of the wage spectrum earned about $28,000, but the highest actually earned more than $75,000. Now, the median annual wage depends upon the field of social work you go into. So, for example, mental health and substance abuse social workers earn an average of $41,000, whereas a healthcare social worker earned almost $52,000. Couple of interesting tidbits that some important qualities that should be found in a social worker would be someone who has communication, interpersonal, organizational, problem-solving, and time management skills. And a social worker also needs to be able to have empathy for their clients. Another interesting fact I found that goes along with the stability of the career is that overall, employment of social workers is projected to grow 12% from 2014 to 2024, which is faster than the average for all occupations. Now that's all the information I have, but thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day.